Well, your company had no revenue or no income in 2025. Do you still believe that there's nothing that you have to file to the IRS? Well, you're probably wrong. So regardless of your company structure, there's probably some sort of form or tax return that you have to file to the IRS. So let me give you here the key forms and the key deadlines for you. So if you have a C corporation, regardless of having income or having profits, you're gonna have to file a Form 1120 with the IRS prior to April 15. That's a form that you're gonna report the transactions, you're gonna put on a balance sheet also. And again, it doesn't matter if you had profits or if you had transactions, you have to file that report. Otherwise, you're gonna get penalties for not delivering your tax return on time. If you have a LLC with only one member, this is called a disregarded entity. So let's say you had ECI. If you're not sure about what ECI is, take a look on our videos. We have more videos explaining about effectively connected income with the US. So let's say you are not a US resident, you don't have employees in the US, you don't have your own office, you don't have inventory in the US, you're only selling softwares or doing digital business from abroad. Well, in this case, you may not have to pay taxes in the US, but you still have to report at least Form 5472 and plus an 1120F before April 15. So again, no revenue, no tax to pay, it doesn't matter. You have to file Form 5472 prior to April 15. On the other hand, if your LLC disregarded entity, only one member, but you do have income that is effectively connected to the US, you're gonna have to also report your income or your loss on your tax form. It's called a 1040 NR, 1040 non-resident. That is like your personal income tax, where you're gonna report your US income or your US transactions under the Schedule C. I mean, a lot of technical names here, but it's important that you at least understand your liability. On the other hand, if you have a LLC that is a partnership and you did have transactions, so income or investments, you do have to report at least a Form 1065, that is the tax return for the company, it's a form for the company, before March 15th. Then, if you had income or losses, you're gonna get a K-1, and then each member, so each owner of the LLC will have to also do a report that is under their 1040 NR, where you're gonna report that income or that net or that loss from the American company. And you have to do the 1040 before June 15th. And then you have a partnership that had absolutely no transactions, no income, no expenses, and so on. In that case, you may not be required to file anything with the IRS. But again, it doesn't mean that you don't have any other requirements. You probably have at least annual report of franchise tax with your state. And I highly recommend you check our compliance calendar inside our platform and also our tax season inside our platform, where you're gonna be able to answer some questions, and then the platform will tell you if you have to file a tax return or if you don't have to file that. And that too is available for clients from Globalfy and also for clients from other companies that are looking to migrate their operations to Globalfy platform. Another key aspect is that there's no such thing as an inactive company to the IRS. So it's really common that entrepreneurs, they just think that, I don't want to use that company anymore, I'll just leave it behind and move on. Well, IRS doesn't see that the same way. So IRS will require you to either file a final income tax return or to close your EIN account with the IRS in some specific case, if you're not doing business in the country anymore. If you just leave your company behind, you're gonna have fines and penalties that are gonna go over year after year chasing you. So, I mean, the company will last forever until you close it with the IRS. So it's really important. Just don't leave it behind, move on, look for help. Globalfy can help you dissolving your company with the state and also with the IRS. Regardless if you register your company through Globalfy services or you register somewhere, you can always get access to our platform where you can see our compliance calendar telling you what are the specific obligations for your company, but also under the tax season menu, you can specifically see what are the requirements for your company and the due dates. And if you want to talk to one of our agents, you can also do that through email, WhatsApp, phone, or through the chat directly inside our platform.